Admittedly, it has been years since I've entertained the graces of Paparazzi, the Lady Gaga number. I've heard a selection of her works. Again, I've spoken before. I am not generally the biggest Hollywood music pop, or especially in a modern lens, a pop music fan. I tend to prefer metal first and foremost, as many of you know, with, of course, an open door for anybody to cross graces and attempt a first introduction. And so far, any artist or song we've welcomed has been a great encounter. I will say, I know Lady Gaga is quite a talented name. I have heard a selection of her works. I would have thought it kind of creative to see, again, if I had to choose on destination, I am sure Exit Eden's reimagination of Paparazzi accorded to a symphonic metal style will be great. But if you had asked me, like, what number would you have loved to see, in presence here, I could have said Applause, or what's the other one I liked? And it was which one was it? Not Telephone. Poker Face. That one would be kind of cool. And maybe we'll see that from another cover from another artist, who knows. But Paparazzi is the one that Exit Eden chose to do. And again, it's been a little while since I've listened to it, but I do remember general bits and pieces, enough to compare the stylizations of both numbers, and marry consideration of Exit Eden's refined version, again to a different style, to the original inspirational work. And I'm sure that will be demonstrated quite evidently with Exit Eden's handling. Quite a talented group, again, that we're taking a deep dive together in mutual standing, and however you approach, I welcome you, whether you're a longtime fan or a developing listener like myself, or a fresh introduction to their work. So you're at ease of access if you happen to be of the latest of those camps. International supergroup with 4 very distinct vocalists of French, Brazilian, German-American, and American placement. All 4, going in order of those attributions, Clementine Delany, Marina Latralaca, Anna Bluna, and Amanda Somerville, and their associated works on part of the different groups. Ones we've humored and some we've not yet, but we will in time if we haven't gotten to those destination points. As I like to do with the collaborative model, use it as a networking process to find out new names that we can venture down in introductory collaborative paths to discover new talents, and certainly add on more songs to my library with Exit Eden. What a good choice I made to do a full album spotlight. Their work, truly, quite capable in the cover territory. I am sure that Paparazzi will meet the same expectation of what they've readily demonstrated in many encounters we've witnessed together, you and I, today, in fact. Quite a deep dive we've taken, and with more journeys to go, I think one more in particular on lineup of Rhapsodies in Black before we get into the new album, the evolving one, Femme Fatales. I'm looking forward to that quite a bit. But let's examine Paparazzi and experience the direction this one takes. Again, taking a very well-known pop number into a symphonic metal direction of extreme capability. I just say that on suspicion because I know it's true. Maybe though your first introduction to Exit Eden. Maybe you came because of a Lady Gaga connection. That could be the possibility. So I'm sure in that case, this will be quite an interesting experience for you. And maybe your first step into the European, or anything European connected, I say, because of not only Clementine Delany's connection and how I approach the Division of Atlantis familiarity, but the Napalm Records connection as well. Maybe that'll be your first doorway in. I think quite a welcome one, wherever this goes. Feels quite classy on first arrival, doesn't it? What is it am I looking for? Like a music box running out of its time? Rougher route than I saw. Probably the roughest back yet to one of those songs. Really? Wow! Really had some metal extreme, and this one's definitely experimental on presence. It fits the pop extreme well, though. It definitely has Lady Gaga's performance touch, 100%. Everybody's hitting that touch well. So far of Marina and Clementine. Wow. The definition on that word specifically. Perfect. Fantastically capturing. This one really has a different face by comparison to other entries so far. The individual personality placed very well and explicitly in the numbers. Speaking of point, truly, one full of twists and surprises on strengths. You know, I'm warming up to Paparazzi a little more now, thanks to Exit Eden. By the way, I love the differentiation on color temperature with the visual light. Wow. Probably one of the most reaching covers I've ever surveyed here. Wow. You know I love ambition, and that one really reaches as a number. I did say an entrance, right? I wondered what it would be like to adapt, for example, the voice of Poker Face to Exit Eden's style. I'm kind of glad they picked to do Paparazzi because of the adventurism of that number. Employ the way that this focuses and interweaves that Lady Gaga touch. Even the little I've experienced her, and certainly of years back, certainly, again, like I said, capable vocal prowess. I would never deny that at all. But the performance touch to what I've recognized on numbers I have experienced, plus the visualizers to come alongside. And vocally, as much as I've witnessed now, either to Exit Eden's particular focus, or in preparation, again, the bridge, Clementine Delany, the voice in Visions of Atlantis, that second verse, still, this fleshing out is becoming quite clear to me. There's so many layers we haven't tapped into yet, obviously, these performers. We've only seen, I guess, just a semblance of direction, with many more destinations to go, but truly an ambitious song. Personally specified, right? Notably with the visualizer quality of the color, but, and I think welcomingly so. The taste of it as an Exit Eden number, just so distinct from the lineup, it's really interesting. The rougher edge, again, you initiate that, well, on two extremes. Your first origin is like, okay, this is soft. It sounds like, what am I thinking of in terms of like the particular tool or instrument? It's maybe a music box? I might be wrong. Some of you might know what I'm reaching towards. Anyway, like, if the music box are running out, kind of again, that pattern of the way the twinkles come in, just on the intro, man, again, specified, and then a quick rev up on the agitation layer within a rock and a metal dominance that we have not experienced that level yet. Mostly on entrance. I mean, some of these pieces start off quite dominantly. For example, Unfaithful, or Impossible too. I mean, but still generalized though on entrance a soft swing. This one really revs in. It's got such a nice personality though. Again, the way that these four ladies are mimicking to different extremes Lady Gaga's performance quality, whether physically or on vocals. I don't think I've ever seen that extreme before. Not on Blend. Certainly, again, covers of Aptitude. but to mimic the performance quality in a way that it's not theft of an image, not at all. It's a particularly good homage, in effect. That depth to me, wow. A number of surprises, and on experience, yeah, it was right to pick Paparazzi. To exit Eden's extreme, holy crap, that's good. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And every vocalist here clicks. Everybody. Marina, Clementine, Amanda, certainly, and then Anna Brunner's side section with the... Wow. Again, and perfect marriage, too, to score. Tonally, it fits in every extreme Paparazzi hits. What an astounding listen of a cover. One that will not easily shake itself in my mind, that is for absolute certainty. Not at all. Impressive. I'd love to hear if that response is felt by you down below. Of course, subjective experiences we take concerning the music world. So, what are your thoughts on Paparazzi, adapted by Exit Eden? And how do you approach longtime fan of their work or fresh initiate encounter? Are you coming in because of the Lady Gaga connection? Maybe, what are her fans called? Like little monsters or something? Maybe that's how you... I mean, I'm probably getting that wrong. Again, I'm not in a deep relationship with Lady Gaga's works. I've just heard a few in my life. But, yes, quite talented. And given her due by Exit Eden's performance, I'm still shocked by it. Impressive cover, no doubt. A real highlight on Rhapsodies in Black. I am truly surprised by everything we saw on that. An ambitious encounter. Wow. Thank you so much for watching this video. Before you bounce, feel free to drop a like and comment, subscribe to this channel with a ding on the bell, and share this video with your friends. And consider checking out the description here. There you'll find links to my other channels, as well as addresses to my other social media accounts and ways you can help support my work if you feel so inclined. May God bless you, and looking forward to when our paths cross again.